So you mentioned a little earlier that you're into Soundgarden. Are there any particular Soundgarden songs that you admire?
Well, I liked everything. And I also liked, Chris Cornell's solo records. And I actually got to have lunch with him and Susan Silvers one day, which was really, and Susie Bridges. It was like a really great experience. Like Chris and Susan got married in Susie Bridges' yard in West Seattle that like had this great view of the sound, and I don't know, it was just like a little fairy cottage area, and I loved going and staying at Susie's house and stuff. And I saw Soundgarden play at an outdoor concert in Seattle. I forget what that venue was called, but I mean, and I also saw Chris do solo tours in LA and things. I mean, he was just brilliant. He was a great singer, and he had this song called Flutter Girl. I think they did put it out at one point, but I remember being at NAF rehearsal and hearing, the early demos of that song. It was just like so beautiful. It made me cry. I mean, I don't know. They were just an incredible band, and what a tragic loss,
Yeah, I remember when the news broke about that, it totally caught me off guard. I wasn't, that was not something I was expecting to hear. What was Chris like as a person?
I mean, I only met him the one time when we had the lunch, but, Susie Bridges told me that he had a problem with depression, so I know that was a big factor, and he seemed very serious the day that I met him, like there was something on his mind or whatever. So, I don't even think that my own personal theory is that he wasn't really out to commit suicide, that he was just on some different meds, maybe just had a lapse and it happened, I don't know. It's just hard for me to believe that somebody that had so much going right could be depressed enough to kill themselves, but who knows? Whenever I take on interns or whatever, I tell them that if you're getting in this to make a lot of money, this is not the right career for you, because, hopefully that's the end game, but it can be a long time. I mean, my career's been like a roller coaster ride. I've had periods of where I've made really good money, but it's just like, woo, always, with every new project, you're only as good as your last 15 minutes or something. So it's like, it's never like a given that you're going to have this success, And then there's that whole saying, which I love. I got it out of the Whack Pack, which is, if you're hitting a bullseye every time, you're standing too close to the target. And that's sort of the metaphor for the industry for me. It's like you've got to take some chances that are a little left of center to like have any like real success. You can't play it safe. That never works. Not in music or art, I don't think. Like when you see people cry at the Academy Awards, and thank everybody and whatever, I don't think that they're crying because they're so happy. I think it's like, wow, it finally happened, It's like so hard to, just even writing a book for me, I was like, will it even like ever come out? There's like, and like you, I'm working on a documentary that I started 10 years ago, and will it get the funding to like finally come out? There's a lot more avenues for that now, but it's so hard to get people to back creative endeavors. It's really sad, Yeah,
I hear you. So, given what we've been discussing about how difficult the reality of the business really is, if you had to give advice to someone who is just for the first time trying to break into the business, what would that advice be?
Be true to yourself, write music that you love. There's always going to be the producer, the record company who want to like form and mold you, I try to like really hear my acts when they talk to me about what they want for themselves. And, you know, if I see that they're heading for a ditch, I'll just tell them my experience, but I won't stop them from going in the ditch if that's what they really want, because, you know, you have to be true to your own vision.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more because there is a lot more to come. All the videos on my channel are original. I'm the one filming, editing, and conducting all the interviews. So if you guys like what you see and you want to support, the best way to do so is honestly just to subscribe. Thanks for watching.